Yeah, it was hard. I think we all kind of wanted to play Pueblo, and I thought it would be really good for this team to to play Pueblo at Pueblo because we lost to them last year at their place. So I think it would have been really good for our development. But I also think that the weekend off was pretty good as well. I mean, both of these two played beach, and everybody was pretty tired, and it was also midterms. So I think the weekend was actually good for us, and I think it's going to work out. And obviously, we're looking forward to the match tonight to get back out on the court.
Kerstin, you got to start for the first time this season after coming back from injury in such an important match. Obviously, been in other big ones before, but was that a little bit of a different situation or mindset going on?
Do I have to hold it? I was definitely very nervous, which I don't really get nervous going into games, but also very excited just to be back out finally. And after coming so close to starting like actual season and then having it to wait 5 matches to actually play, I was just like really embracing the moment and just going for it and trusting myself.
Sabrina, this is the first time you'll see a second team, or the same team for a second time, I should say. What do you take from playing a team earlier? And obviously things change throughout the season, but kind of that knowledge, especially as you grow in your collegiate experience.
Yeah, well, I know that we've improved a lot, and we're just going to go in that match again, like focusing on our side and what we can control and going with that. And it's going to be exciting playing them again because they did take a set off us the first time. So just to beat them in 3 this time and just to show that like we are the better team. So, yeah.
Say, Kerstin, Coach said after the match you started, it's hard. You're on the bench. You're 8-0 with you being hurt. And kind of don't want to mess anything up, but it looked like the chemistry was there. It just kind of picked up. Was it kind of hard getting back into the flow of understanding how the team dynamic's working?
I think being out for a while actually gave me a new perspective on what the team needs because you're not firsthand experiencing it all. So from that third person point of view, I was able to pick up more of what people need when they're struggling or like in each play. And I feel like I just have a very excited energy on the bench and off the bench. And so it wasn't much of a switch in that sense. Volleyball-wise, it was kind of weird getting back into it. But for the chemistry part, it just kind of came out naturally.
The first dive, a little scary?
The first dive, no. There was one time where someone almost kicked my hand again. That one was a little scary, but it's okay. I have a metal plate. We're good.
You're fortified. Just the way, Dave, this team has picked up and just not lost a beat with start, stop, and plus half of them playing 2 sports at the same time. How has that worked, and how do you try to keep them as fresh as possible? Because I'm guessing legs tend to get a little tired.
It's definitely not easy. It's not easy on them. They've got a semester that's very, very busy. Scaff likes these two a little bit too much, Coach Scaff, the beach coach. And he likes a lot of our indoor kids a lot. And we're just doing the best we can. I think it's the first time for everybody. I think that we're undefeated for, a lot of reasons. I think the administration, President Foster, all the way on down, has done a great job of giving us opportunities to get in and practice. He's really promoting a chance for us to play. So we've had probably a lot of practice time that, even in the fall and then when we came back after break, that other teams haven't. So we feel pretty lucky in that regard. And the beach game really helps a lot of our athletes too. Like C.R. Hunt, it's really helped her kind of simplify her approach. Sabrina's probably better at defense than she was 3 months ago. Kurt's just getting back into the sand, but it just really helps your overall game and your competitiveness because you're out there on your own. So how we did it or how we're doing it, I don't know, but they're doing a great job, and I think it's really a credit mostly to the athletes. And I really think they've hit the COVID curveball out of the park. That they've just control what they can control, and we got practice. We have 2 practices a day. Go be the best you can be at both of those practices.
So Sabrina, how has playing the beach improved your indoor game? And like you said, defensively especially.
With like reading the other side, that's easier for me now, and like my speed, because sand does make it harder to move a lot. So like now inside, I feel like I have that range of motion that like I didn't have 3 months ago. So it definitely helped with that for sure.
And just time management, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too?
Yeah, it's a lot because we practice like an hour and a half beach and then 2.5 indoor. So like time management for sure is like a big thing this semester for sure.
Something like a crash course in your freshman year, right? Mm-hmm. Kerstin, what is it about the indoor team especially that is clicking? I mean, you've been on, a few teams now and kind of seen really good, and all of a sudden you guys have just taken off.
I think the big difference this year than I've seen with my other years is that every single practice is competitive from the very beginning to the end. And every single person comes in wanting to compete for a spot, whether that's from the bench or if they're already playing, they're competing to keep that spot. So the competitive mentality has just kept everyone pushing forward. Even when we're tired, everyone's still trying to like make each other better and make themselves better.
So could you see that, Dave, beginning of the season, that this was, I mean, you've got a lot of depth on this team. Every kid that subs in, there isn't a lot of drop-off.
No, and you haven't seen a lot of our depth either. I mean, yesterday the first side got beat by the second side, and my comment afterwards was we have not the best team in the RMAC right now, but two of the best teams in the RMAC right now. And I really believe that, and that's what's making us better, that we're putting ourselves into those stressful situations every day in practice, and it just makes matches that much easier.
All right, new question of the week. We're going to do rapid fire questions. It's an either or answer. I want you to answer them all at the same time, so I have some mics ready. First one.
Is this a contest?
There's 5 of them, so. Ketchup
Wait, soccer's listening. Should they close their ears?
or mustard? No, they can listen.
Okay.
Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Morning or night?
Night.
Night.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Pepsi.
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Cold.
Hot.
Soup or salad?
Salad.
Ooh,
Soup.
salad.